What's up, everybody? It's your boy Alopec, and we're back with another banger. So, as requested, we're doing the Ultimate Tower Defense tier list. Now, this is the best tier list. If you think you have anything better than me, no, you don't. Oh, we lost the F tier here. So, we'll start with the F tier here. Let's go. Number 1 is Frieza, okay? You don't know how many runs, okay, that Frieza has killed, okay? Frieza is the only unit that hurts you when you place it, okay? Then we have, honestly, the worst Magneto. No, actually, technically it's Bakugo. Bakugo does so little damage, and his SP is so high. He just sucks. Then Magneto comes next. He's kind of useful, maybe, but his stats are just so bad for being a legendary. And then there's Doflamingo, okay? He has the highest range of any slowdown unit. However, his SPA is 3.75, which just makes him complete crap. Alright, then we got Ryuko. Honestly, Ryuko, you just should never spin when Ryuko's there, right? There's just no point. Because Spawn is so much better. And then there's Ghost Rider. Why would you have Ghost Rider when you could have Flash? Alright, Armor Titan, you should never spin when Armor Titan is in the banner. They need to buff this guy Major League. He's literally a worse Colossal Titan. And then Tatsumaki. You should never spin when Tatsumaki's in the banner because Tatsumaki is literally a worse Vegeta, okay? If you just use Vegeta, it's 100% better. And then last but not least, Broly. Broly, he just sucks. And I'll explain why when we get to Goku in a second here. Alright, moving right along to the top, to what you want to see. Best unit in the game, Flash. Crazy SPA. Crazy damage. Alright, coming up in the S++ tier here, we got Christmas Spidey. You may ask, but Carnage does less damage than him. More damage than him. Well, guess what? You can get this guy for free with the code Merry Christmas. Put that in right now. Alright, next up here, we got Reverse Flash. He's like Flash, but without the drip. Then we got Monkey, the Beast Titan. Check out my video on the super buff Beast Titan, and you'll know why. Alright, then we got Aunt May. Because Aunt May is epic. And then we got Rockley, which is the epic version of Flash, so make sure you take a look at him. He's really OP. Alright here. So now we have the S tier. Now these are all the units that are basically part of the meta. Like, no matter what their irrespective mode is. With an exception of battle mode, all these are good for battle mode, and they're pretty much, except, we'll talk about that in a second. So, Froppy is a great unit. Pretty much the best of all the slowdown units for most situations, because she does good damage and a really good slowdown effect. Aquaman's the best money unit in terms of cash per round. Thanos, because Thanos literally is required to reach the highest waves on the infinite mode leaderboard. Whitebeard technically isn't actually required to reach the highest waves on the infinite mode leaderboard, but he makes every round easier. Once you place him, it's literally an auto win. Alright, then we got Whis. Whis is going to allow you to beat all the hardest maps on Insane really, really easily. And honestly, he's going to help you wreck battle mode, okay? He's just going to allow you to wreck battle mode. It's crazy. Alright, coming up in the A+ tier, these are the units that you might see popping up around, but they're not really part of the meta. Like, I would way rather have any of these units up here. Alright, Naruto. He got us to the first, like, he can get you to wave 134, 135 in infinite mode, but he's just not as good as Whitebeard in the sense that he's not going to help you as much in story mode, and he's not going to help you as much in battle mode, but he's still good. Dio, he has that time stop effect. Nobody else has it like him. However, he's just outclassed by Whitebeard damage-wise, and honestly, like, you're going to be so focused on spamming Whitebeard that she'll never actually, like, use his time stop effect. But if Whitebeard wasn't as OP, he would be OP. Kakashi is underrated. He literally basically stops. It's almost like a single target time stop. He's also required for reaching the highest waves on infinite mode. Then we got the awesome Shazam. Shazam, I believe, might be the first mythical. He's just so good. So good. He's super cheap and has super high DPS. Then we got Kaneki. Again, he has a really long-lasting slowdown effect, and he also has decent DPS. Now, a lot of you people don't know, but Kirito and Asuna, they have this amazing power where if you place them next to each other, they double their damage, and they become one of the highest DPS units in the game. Definitely check out that if you want to. Alright, now we got Superman. Now, Superman is going to be higher DPS than Shazam. However, he's going to cost you like 2 to 3 times as much. Carnage is just like Christmas Spidey, has that slowdown effect. However, it's going to be doing more damage, but you don't really care too much about the damage. So if you get him, it's cool. If not, just use Christmas Spidey free unit. Alright, then we got the best out of these 3 is Berserk Gus. Berserk Gus has a bleed effect, so you're going to be getting that extra damage and I believe in a little extra slowdown, but it's not that much of a slowdown, so I can't confirm. So in the end, he's just going to be doing higher DPS than both of these. Now, Goku Rose, when maxed out, he beats out Luffy, and he has that slightly lower SPA. So he's a little bit slightly faster SPA, so he's slightly better. Then we got Luffy, the best starter unit until Whis came out and this whole update came out. He's definitely a good bet to get for your first Godly. Honestly, any of these 3 would be a great bet. Mysterio, he's basically a free unit. I think he costs, what, $250 to place, and he upgrades himself for free. Aaron, he's required for battle mode. However, he's really bad in all the other modes. Same with Annie. They're both great for battle mode. Toga. Toga's going to come in clutch. However, he's kind of situational, so not quite an S tier. But if you're running infinite mode, you're going to want to have one of her. Shenron, again. The thing is, Shenron isn't really super necessary with Whitebeard, and I'd rather be spamming waves than sending out Shenron. That's the only reason Shenron's not in the S tier. However, if you are running infinite mode or battle mode, and you don't have Whitebeard, definitely give him a look. Or even if you do have Whitebeard and you're doing infinite mode, give him a look. Drip Goku is an A+ tier because he's the only unit that buffs everybody else's damage. Techi's a lot like Superman, but slightly like different costs, slightly different upgrades, whatever. Really good unit. Check her out if you want a good boss-killing unit. Alright here. Then we got the Kid Naruto. He's going to be the best range buff unit, and he's really, really good when combined with any of the high range units, especially with the Beast Monkey. Again, check out the Max Buff Monkey video. You'll love it. We threw every buff possible on a couple monkeys. On a monkey couple. Alright, then in the A tier here, we got Light. The problem with Light is, again, it's a single target unit, and Light's, I mean, it's going to be really good for the lower bosses, etc., but he just gets outmatched, especially when compared to Naruto and Whitebeard. Don't really recommend him, but if you have him, he's cool. Maybe you can find a good way to use him. Zero 2 is a slightly worse version of Shazam. Shazam's going to be way better, cost-wise, damage-wise, etc. Then we got Megumin. Megumin's used to be almost a meta unit. She has decent AoE, but nobody really uses her anymore because Whis exists. Whis is literally a better version of Megumin, but if you don't have Whis or Luffy, Megumin's not a bad option there. Alright, then we got the Joker. The Joker is a slightly worse Deadpool. Deadpool's a slightly worse Shazam. So honestly, it's fair here. You can move him wherever you want, but yeah, maybe we'll put him there. He's slightly worse than Shazam, but definitely worse. And then the Joker he's pretty good. Then we got of course we got the Spideys here. They're just going to be no point in getting them because Christmas Spidey exists, but if you have them, why not? Alfred's going to be giving you decent money along with Speedwagon here. So definitely, if you need a good money unit, go for one of those two. Then we got Madara here. Madara is going to be a lot like Naruto here, except a higher SPA and pretty much like less damage output overall when you factor in the SPA. We got Uno. Uno's going to be a lot like Shazam, but again, it's slightly worse. However, it's a wash if you want between these two. Her SPA is a little higher, like a little worse, but a little more damage. Piccolo's a lot like Megumin and Vegeta. Spawn is going to be a great, like, really small target, but AoE. Part of the old strategies. Basically a worse version of Thanos. Then we got Vegeta. Vegeta was part of a lot of the old strategies for classic mode, so definitely pick him up if you're stuck in some of the lower maps. Anya's kind of useful, but relies on a lot of RNG, so I can't really rank Anya any higher. But I would generally we bring like 10 of them on an infinite run. Albedo, she does stack with Kid Naruto, so she's really good. Definitely check her out. Colossal Titan. Again, Colossal Titan's good, but he's just so outclassed by Whitebeard, it's not even funny. Like, honestly, the problem with him is, like, there's no point in even having him on your team if you have Colossal Titan. I mean, if you have Whitebeard. I just don't see a use for him. That's why he's in the A tier. But if you don't have any of the other units below him, go give him a look. Then we got Johnny Final Act. He's going to be a great boss killer unit. So if you have a lot of the other AoE units, throw one of him down. But he is kind of expensive. That's why he's not super high up. We got Rockley. He's going to be like slightly higher SPA, but he's going to be doing decent damage. He's like 50% more damage than All Might, but 50% more cost. So he's a little better in the end game, but a little I'd say a little worse in the starting game because you can't place a Frappe with him. Then we got Red Hulk, and yeah, basically just same thing as Spawn. Really short range, fast attacking, but an AoE. We got Deathstroke. Deathstroke is basically Shazam, but you're trading off range, even more range for a higher SPA and more damage. And it's a trade-off, but Shazam's definitely a little better. Then we got Bane, slightly worse version of Red Hulk. Jotaro, again, with Whitebeard existing and even Dio existing, I just don't see him being used. He used to be meta in battle mode, but they nerfed him, so not anymore. We got Batman. He's okay. Alfred, again, if you want that. He's like the B tier money unit. We got All Might. Same thing. If you need a AoE unit, he's a great go-to. He's kind of part of the meta way back in the old day. Cyclops, if you need another boss-killing style unit, that's him. Mazon, again, why would you spin for Mazon? There's just so many better godlies out there. But if you do have him, he's definitely on the same tier as all these other units. Goku is the best, basically one of the most underrated uncommon units. He's going to help you. He's going to basically carry you through all the lower ones. And if you get him high prestige, he can be as good as a Vegeta. Just about. Then we got Zorro here. Zorro's going to be super high damage, but not as good as the Kirito Asuna combo. That's why he's a little lower than them. Then we got... I think we're actually going to move Deathstroke up a little bit. I think he's more on par with these guys. That's a little better. There we go. Yeah, he's going to be this guy, Lennon, is going to be a little worse than Joker here. And then we got Ryuko. He's worse than Deathstroke, in my opinion. She is. And then he's okay. He's like, if you need that AoE, he's okay. And then this guy's like a lot like Johnny Final Act, but a little worse. However, he's cheaper and easier to place. And if you combine him with a time stop unit, he could be OP. All right, here. Then we got... he's going to be a worse version. So super high SPA, super high cost, super high damage. This guy's a little underrated. He's basically one of the first AoE units you're going to get, and he's really good. Saitama, his SPA is way too slow to do much. Itachi, no point in getting Itachi when you could use Vegeta. Raftalia, not that good. Like a worse version of Kirito. Don't get her when Kirito exists. Escanor, slightly worse than All Might. I'd rather have these other units instead. Vision is okay. Levi's okay. He's slightly worse version of Deathstroke. Decent AoE. Same thing. He's slightly worse version of Spawn, etc. Same thing with him. Same thing with him, I believe. Again, he's going to be a lot like Joker, etc., except even less damage. This guy's okay. Some people thought he was the next Flash because I believe he's AoE, but he's only okay. This guy, Kokushiba or something, he's pretty good. I definitely recommend taking a look at him. If you want to. He's a lot like the other AoE units. This guy here is pretty... I think he might be better than 0-2. So check him out if you don't have 0-2. But that's only if you can get him to like max prestige. So if you can get him to max prestige, he's going to be really good. And honestly, this guy right here, he's okay. I just don't see him being better than the other godlies. That's why he's a C tier godly. Alright, these D tier units, you can take a look at them. I'm not going to go through them. They're okay. Go check them out if you want to. The best units out of here are probably Killua and Gon. You actually might be able to use those. The other ones are great if you're just starting out. Same thing over here. Not a whole lot to talk about. This guy, Punisher, used to be good, but Since he's a green, oh, he's not as good. I just don't really recommend him compared to the other units above him. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tier list video. Let me know if you disagreed with anything in the comments below. I'll be sure to show you why you're wrong. And we'll catch you all in the next one. Blam Spot out. Peace.